when you're chosen by God and someone chooses to go against you, they are effectively choosing to go to war against God himself. Because you look at the Bible, what happened to Pharaoh when he refused to free God's people? God drowned him in the Red Sea. What happened to Jezebel when she tried to kill Daniel, God's prophet? He fed her to the dogs. She was eaten by dogs. So I want you to think about your life. Think about the times that people did you dirty. What happened to these people? They got sick. They lost all their money. They got injured. They went to prison. Some of them even passed away. And keep in mind, guys, that God is so patient. He's going to give these people so many chances to redeem themselves with you. He's going to give them signs. He's going to give them synchronicities to remind them that they're messing up and that they need to right their wrongs. And if they don't change, eventually God reaches its tipping point, and that's when disaster strikes. And you know, the crazy part is that you always find out what happened to this person. Eventually, maybe through a mutual friend, an acquaintance, social media, maybe even a news article. Eventually, word gets to you, and you find out what happened to this person. It's almost as if God's sending you a direct message, letting you know that he has your back. You know, I look back at my life, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. There are so many times, countless times, when people did me dirty. When I was young, when I was in my 20s, even up until recently. I'll give you guys one story, a quick story here. I know y'all love stories. A few years back, I started this new job. It was a construction job. And my foreman, my boss at the time, was this, really elderly man. He's really miserable, just angry all the time, right? Very negative person. And me, I'm a positive person. I'm very hardworking, positive. I'm always in a good mood. And for some reason, he didn't like me, right? He always threatened to fire me. He always told me I wasn't doing a good job, all that stuff, even though I was trying my hardest, all that stuff. And even the other guys that I was working with, they were like, yo, this guy's going way too hard on you. I don't know what his problem is. Well, what his problem was is that my light irritated his demons. So, a few months go by, constant negativity, always threatening my job. It was pretty stressful. But then his boss shows up, the project manager shows up, takes him to the side, speaks to him privately. He ends up laying him off. This foreman was with the company for several years. And then all of a sudden, he gets laid off. During this time, guys, there was someone playing the radio on the job site. And you know what song was playing? Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. It was a beautiful sunny day that day. I'll never forget. That was God protecting me, delivering me from my enemies. Like it says in Psalms, it is God who avenges me and subdues the people under me and delivers me from my enemies. I wanted to make this video as a reminder that if there's someone in your life, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's an acquaintance, maybe a family member, if they're giving you a hard time, just know that God has your back. And behind, even though you don't know it at the time, behind the scenes, he's doing a whole lot of things to help you out. So even though it might be frustrating, if this person doesn't change and they don't redeem themselves, they don't right their wrongs with you, something along the line will happen to this person. And then on top of that, something's going to happen to them even worse in the afterlife. Because What is God? God is, as the Quran says, one of his 99 names of Allah is Al-Hakam, the giver of justice. He is the most just. He is the most fair. So be patient. Have sabr, have faith. Pray to God that everything's going to be okay and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, guys. God has your back. I promise you that. God has your back. Whatever situation you're going through with this person, you're always going to win. The light always wins. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Thank you.